was crazy pandemonium as FBI Director Kash Patel went before the Senate, and man, he got into it with everybody, whether it was Senator Adam Schiff, but he really got into it with Senator Cory Booker. Man, it was battle royale. Check out what happened.
Give your statement now.
Mr. Patel, in just 8 months, you have assaulted the institutional integrity of the FBI. But I know FBI field agents. I've worked with them in Newark. No matter how truly bad you are, you can't undermine the legacy of agents who fight every day to keep us safe, but you can tarnish the integrity of the agency and undermine the agency's capacity. I believe you're failing as a leader, and that your failure does have serious implications for the safety and security of Americans and our families. We're more vulnerable to domestic and foreign attack because of your failures of leadership. I don't think you're fit to hand the Bureau, but here's the thing, Mr. Patel. I think you're not going to be around long. I think this might be your last oversight hearing. Because as much as you supplicate yourself to the will of Donald Trump and not the Constitution of the United States of America, Donald Trump has shown us in his first term and in this term, he is not loyal to people like you. He will cut you loose. This may be the last time I have a hearing with you because I don't think you're long for your job. But I'm going to tell you this. I pray for you. I pray for you that you can step up and defend your oath, defend the Constitution, and do a much better job of defending this country. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Want to say, Boyd?
That rant of false information does not bring this country together. If you want to work on bringing this country, it's my time, not yours.
My God.
If you want to talk about
dividing this country,
it is
I follow you on your social media posts that tear this country apart.
To address your falsehoods.
Oh, you can try all you want
in this country.
to not take responsibility for what you have said. Sir, you're making a mockery of this committee. Sir, you don't tell me my time is over. The people of New Jersey tell me what my time is. You can't lecture me.
You can tell me my time's over.
You may be the charge of the FBI,
not going anywhere.
but I am not afraid of you,
Mr. Chairman.
Not afraid of you.
Mr. Chairman, point of order.
Senator Booker, I announced at the beginning of this meeting that this back and forth talking over each other doesn't work. And I said if that happened, I asked Patel not to respond, and I was going to give him some time after the senator's time was up to respond. And he has the privilege to do that uninterrupted.
Mr. Chairman, one point of order.
Go ahead, Mr.
I've
Patel.
watched him talk over us, and you've never once criticized him for us not even being able to get our questions out.
Well,
he has been rude and disrespectful to senator after senator.
And when the senators were not giving him a chance to answer, I didn't stop the senator either. Go ahead, Senator.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. If the FBI, under my 7-month leadership, were failing this administration in this country, why do we have 23,000 violent felons arrested this year alone? A double increase from that time last year. Why is it that we have seized 6,000 weapons? Why have we found 1,500 child predators and arrested them? Why have we 300 human traffickers in jail? Why have we found and identified 4,700 children? Why have we seized 1,600 kilograms of fentanyl, enough to kill a third of the American public, a 25% increase alone from last year? 88,000 kilograms of cocaine seized, 7,000 kilograms of meth seized, and that's just on our criminal operations in summer heat. How is it possible that we are taking 8 kilograms off the streets of the cities in New Jersey and preventing the deaths of 607,000 people this year alone? A failure of the FBI and my leadership. How is it that we have counterintelligence arrests already this year exceeding the numbers from the entirety of last year? 33% increase in PRC, 83% in Russia, 60% in the CI space as it relates to Iran, and we haven't even talked about CT, the southern border, the northern border.
Well, not only Senator Cory Booker, he got into it with Senator Adam Schiff as well, calling him a coward. It was a whole bunch of back and forth going on. Kash Patel, you got some reports saying that Republicans are not happy at all with his performance in the wake of the murder of Charlie Kirk. Let's get into it with our panel. Joining us tonight, Dr. Mustafa Santiago Ali, former senior advisor for environmental justice at the EPA of D.C., Dr. Larry J. Walker, associate professor, University of Central Florida, out of Orlando. Glad to have both of y'all here. Mustafa, here's what you have. When these folks testify, they are representing or speak or really talking to an audience of one, and that is Donald Trump. He wants to see people spar with the senators. He wants to see people going back and forth, shouting at them. And these people don't have any respect for Congress. They don't care. They know full well that they work for somebody who is uncouth, who has no values, principles, ethics, morals, or integrity, and so they are free to show their ass.
They are, and it's a shame that is the paradigm that we're operating from, because the three branches of government need to be able to work together. They need to be able to respect each other. They may not always agree, but that's the way our democracy is supposed to operate. And you've got this dynamic going on right now. I mean, the FBI has a responsibility around protecting the American people, around enforcing federal laws and national security, terrorism, cyber crimes, civil rights. They have a responsibility in that space also, and organized crime. And we just don't see them showing up in the way that the American people need them to. So we've got this dynamic right now where instead of folks actually doing the difficult work, and they do difficult work when it's done properly, we've just got, these folks who unfortunately just want to, play and not be serious about the particular sets of needs that are going on across our country. And unfortunately, the message comes from the top. So you're going to see secretaries, you're going to see administrators, you're going to see these other leaders in these federal agencies, whether on the enforcement side or on the civil side, who unfortunately just don't show up in a way that represents the offices that they come from.
I talked about the back and forth with Senator Adam Schiff, so let's roll that.
Want the American people to believe that? Do you think they're stupid?
No. I think the American people believe the truth, that I'm not in the weeds on the everyday movements of
you're
inmates.
not in the weeds?
What I am doing is protecting this country, providing historic reform, and combating the weaponization of intelligence by the likes of you. And we have countlessly proven you to be a liar in Russiagate, in January 6th. You are the biggest fraud to ever sit in the United States Senate. You are a disgrace to this institution and an utter coward.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised that you continue to lie from your perch and put on a show so you can go raise money for your charade. You are a political buffoon at best.
Well, you can take an internet troll.
Take it to the bank that the FBI is protecting this country and the state and citizens of California. We are bringing historic reform.
Point of order.
But all you care about is a child sex predator that was prosecuted by a prior administration, and the Obama Justice Department and the Biden Justice Department did squat. And what did President Trump do? Bring new charges courageously. And what have we done?
Chairman,
you said I'm the most transparent FBI director in history. 33,000 pages of information to you. I challenge you to say anything credibly to the truth. Go ahead and run to the cameras where you want to go now.
Both of you be quiet. Before I go to Senator Tillis, without objection, I want to introduce into the record the Durham Annex. The Durham Annex is a declassified appendix to John Durham's report about Crossfire Hurricane. The Durham Annex contains information exposing a reported Clinton campaign plan to falsely tie President Trump to Russia. For years, I've fought to assemble and publicize all the facts here.
How Kash Patel treated Senator Adam Schiff, and clearly the chair of that committee, Chuck Grassley, wasn't doing his damn job, but he sure was trying to admonish Senator Cory Booker. Larry?
You know, Roland, I've never seen anything. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yep, we got you.
Anything like this. I've never seen anything like this in my career watching, hearings on the House and Senate side. This is like, reality TV, and not in a good way. And listen, I've never heard anyone testifying, speak to a U.S. senator like that. And Roland, for folks watching, Senator Schiff is only one of 100. So the fact that he had the audacity to speak to them, like use the kind of terminology he used in an open hearing, and like I said, it's not like anything I've seen. And the other thing, Roland, for like people who are watching, there was a lot of misinformation coming out of his mouth about all these statistics. He said something about saving over 600,000 lives in New Jersey. I'm not sure how the administration comes up with these stats. As anyone can tell you knows anything about simple math, it just does not add up. So in addition to that, some of the other numbers he put out there relates to the border things. Those don't know if that's Homeland Security numbers, if there's numbers from the FBI. There's no clarification about where those numbers came from. So it's like I said, it was a lot of information. Certainly, like I said, like a lot of bad reality television. And, as Senator Booker said, Patel may not last very long, considering we know how the Trump administration likes to get rid of people we think aren't fighting hard enough sometimes.
Well, again, it goes to show you what kind of person we have leading the FBI, and it goes to show you the kind of idiot that actually appointed him to lead the FBI. All right, folks.
Hello, I'm Isaac Hayes III, founder and CEO of Fanbase, and I'm here with a very important message. We are at a turning point in the Black community where we must have equity in the apps we use that scale to billions of dollars. But this time, we own the infrastructure, we own the culture, and we shape the future. And Fanbase is the future. Fanbase combines the free functionality of Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube into an all-in-one platform built for the evolution of social media and monetization. With over 1.4 million users, that's real proof that we are shifting the conversation of tech ownership and equity for creators. So right now, I want you to go to startengine.com/fanbase and invest today. The minimum to invest is $399. That gets you 60 shares of stock in Fanbase at $665 a share. This marks a turning point in Black ownership of social media. If we don't take this opportunity to own social media right now, we will always be customers to our own creations. And that can't go on. So once again, go to startengine.com/fanbase and invest today. We must own the platforms where our voices live, our stories matter, and where our culture drives the world. Thank you.